am healthy. I am abundant. I am loved. I am cherished. I am here. Today is a hard day. It's day 20 of a 28-day heart challenge. I am tuning in from Maine. Today, was one of those days where something broke inside of me. It was like a breakthrough, perhaps. So what y'all don't know, and I wouldn't go down that rabbit hole with you, but while I'm doing this 28-day heart challenge, there's a lot of really big things happening. This is not unicorns and fluffy tails, and I am not perfect. In fact, I'm so flawed. So I've been in this situation for a while, and I'm flawed, but I'm also perfectly beautiful in the flawed, right? And that's, in this radical heart challenge, I get it, and I love myself in that. I have my own back. I am my greatest fan now, championing me. Where I always look for that from somebody else, for someone else to champion me. It comes from a little kid, those abandonment wounds and feeling like disappointed when parents didn't show up for you, getting this glare back from let's see if I can do it without, when parents didn't, those things that parents do when they're doing the best they can, and yet it still sets a seed, right? And that seed for me has always been about abandonment, neglect, worthiness, lack of, and they were really doing the best they could. And it left this thing in me, and perhaps it's what I came to learn about. Like, I don't need any outside love. I need respect from people, but I don't need any external accolades or love in the way that I was craving. Today was a big day, some hard stuff, and all I can tell you is that I'm here, I'm showing up. I was tired, I'm very tired. I'm in the middle of some traveling and stuff didn't happen, and there's some emotional stuff, but I also think that it's all part of this unfolding, like life is unfolding. And I think I needed today to get really clear about the truth, right? Part of this, checking myself into this 28-day radical heart challenge, in which I start in the full moon, is showing up for me. And I see you as me witnessing me. Me seeing me with watching me. Right? So it's like, and also looking through the eyes of the multiple layers, like the eye of God, my higher self, recognizing that no matter what happens with anybody, there's still a child of God. And you have to still love them. But at the same time, that doesn't mean that they can shit on you, that they can abuse you. Doesn't mean that they get to be nasty. It doesn't mean people get to yell at you and scream and fly off the handle. And I think sometimes when we're trying to practice radical love, sometimes maybe we stay in situations like that are, I'll speak for me, like I stay in these situations perhaps with combination with people out of loyalty because I'm loving them. But I realize when you're in these situations that are not healthy, you're actually not loving you, and that's not what the higher self wants for you. That's not what God wants for me. And so trusting means that letting people fall away. And some people, no matter how much you try to love or accept, they just don't love themselves. And it has nothing to do with you. I think that's another piece. It's like so much trying to make people drink water. You see they're thirsty, and no. For me, the cost is way too high. So I'm noticing that in this 28-day Radical Heart Challenge, like the cost is way too high. And so I'm clear. I think people who come from particularly abandonment and neglect backgrounds, they stay longer in configurations that don't serve their greater good out of some loyalty, but it comes from a displaced loyalty. I think around this idea like, well, you know, if all of it, like it has something to do with those old wounds, right? Like, well, maybe if I just waited out, maybe if I just whatever. That's the stuff I said to myself as a kid. You know, maybe if I just behaved better. Maybe if I, this is a little kid talking, looking to the eyes of a little kid. You know, maybe I just be helpful. Maybe I will, all those things that little kids do to help, they think remedy the situation. And I believe it's hard. It's a hard pill to swallow because you think you're older and you cracked that nut. But there's always levels and levels and levels of the same wound. There's just a higher level until it's all cleared out. And so I think it's all cleared out. And I surrender, and I'm surrendering, like giving up that, and knowing that, giving up that turmoil, giving up that, whatever that angst is around that. And the trick for me in this ICU is permission to be happy. I think it's another piece. Really happy, really blessed, really, and that's the glory. The thing I think that's important for me today is that no matter how hard our day or situation is, at the end of the day, I have me. This is new. I show up. And I'm acknowledging that I show up. I might be busted and raggedy and bruised and bumbling through, but yet I show up. I think about Harriet Tubman right now and the ways in which she had to show up, even when she was scared, uncertain, tired. That's how I feel. The uncertainty, the tiredness, but I guess the part that is not helpful is when you go into the woe is me. That's not helpful. And so here I am, witnessing me, and it's like I'm dusting myself off, picking myself up, and I'm going forward. And I'm so glad I have me, and I'm in this intensive care loving me. Like really. I'm really happy. I'm really happy. I'm gonna sign off here. Check in, see what day 21 brings. So takeaway is there's no fluffy ponytails and hit parades some days. And some days you're not happy in the intensive care through the heart challenge. And yet you stay present and you stay committed. I am staying committed to me. I'm staying committed to the bigger understanding of agape and God's love for me. And one thing I know is that God has always had my back. Right now, always. My higher self has always had my back. And they will not let me down. They will see me through. Until the days when it's hard, not the happy days, it's even more when the ICU is needed, the intensive care. Signing off. I just got myself an order of extra crispy, no batter, buffalo wings. That's my go-to food when I'm feeling like, and a nice big bottle of cold water. So, I'm doing good. And and I don't have to be happy, but I'm solid. All right. Ashe, amen, aho. Thank you for tuning in. Whoever's tuning in. And actually, I want to say this to me, Kata. Thank you for showing up for you. Thank you for coming on this tonight, just as you are, and it's all good. Yeah. Okay. Good night. Ashe, amen, aho.